How's it going, everybody? This is part number 3 of my little self-growth series. And I think I'm going to title it Manosphere, Just Say You're Gay. I think I'm just going to call it that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I know that in this series, I'm going to do a lot of talking about wanting to be better and wanting to do better as a person. And I think that that's going to get confused by some people as Manosphere, this is what you need to do as a man. I'm playing with this and it's totally going to fuck up the audio quality. Whatever. No, I don't follow all that bullshit, man. But what I do follow is just general self-improvement. Right. So today I'm going to bust this out. This is my little, this is how I'm going to, like, explain shit. Because I'm better, like, explaining with pictures. Another part of this channel, my little, like, account, is going to be documenting other aspects of life, if you're someone who's struggling with self-image, that can help you boost yourself up. That may be hygiene. A big part of what I'm going to do is hygiene. I love hygiene, like fucking gum, cologne, hand sanitizer, tissues. I got all that shit on hand because it's important, right? Like if you stink, if you look like shit, people will not take you seriously. It's hard to respect yourself and grow if other people can't respect you. You know what I mean? So today, the first thing I'm going to do is bust this out and explain positive attributes that you should seek out as a man. Now, all right, this is my little list right here. God, it's going to be fucking backwards, isn't it?
It wasn't.
Oh, yay! Fuck. All right, this is my little list right here. Divine masculinity. This is like, oh, I fucking ramble, dude. So, here's my little list right here. Divine masculinity. It's probably backwards in the video. I don't know how to flip it around on iMovie. But providing stability, keeping composure, strength physically and mentally, and building wealth, right? That's all bullshit. I mean, all that's real as fuck. Like, that's important ass shit, man. Let's get rid of that. That ain't masculinity at all, man. Because I'm going to go right. Divine femininity. Right here. We gon' fucking. It's probably a really bad transition, but. What do we got? Sorry, I need contacts. Emotional insight. Nurturing personality. Empathy. The big one. This is cha-ching. This is the one right here. That's what you need as a person. So we're gonna do that same shit we just did on what was sitting here. That's gone. We don't need none of that. All this shit, this fucking line right here dividing masculinity and femininity needs to go. Okay? That's bullshit. This is fucking crap, dude. See, this is what I don't like. All this manosphere garbage bullshit. It pushes this ideology that as a man, you have to block all this out in favor of these. These are important as fuck. They will always be important, no matter who you are. Like, if you're an apathetic person, you're barely even a person. You shouldn't even be called a fucking human, man. Because there is nothing separating you from an animal when you cannot, like, empathize and understand or look into your own personal spiritual emotions. Okay? I just need to get that out there because I think a lot of y'all watching this, if anyone does watch this, I don't even know if I have any views yet. I think that anyone watching this some people are probably going to think this is about some fucking masculinity crap. It ain't. I don't subscribe to that idea. You know what I mean? I just want to have this account. This is good. This is the other thing. If you watch this far in, the next video, I'm going to break down why I'm making this account. Like, really get down into the roots of it. Because after breaking up with my girl, I sat there alone for so long thinking and thinking and thinking. And I realized something, that it sucks to sit alone and think, man. But if there's one thing I'm really, really good at, it is, what's the word? Like insight into myself and being able to look at myself from the third person with the goal of growth as a person. You know what I mean? I think I look around, man, and almost everybody is so scared of doing that. And when they do that, they do it for like a second, and everyone always does it in a way that paints themselves as some super victim, man. People are so afraid to be accountable of themselves. That's what ended my last fucking relationship, man. Was this girl would not, like, whenever she'd think about herself, whenever I would sit there and ramble on about something she was doing that pissed me off, she would think about it, and she'd start to cry, and she would bawl her fucking eyes out, because it was just that hard to think about herself and think about the way she was behaving. And that was like a constant theme of our relationship. After I thought about it, I went into the relationship 2 years ago, about 2.5 years ago, a completely different person than I am now. I was apathetic to others. I had a hard time putting myself in other people's shoes, and I was very disconnected with love in my life. And the second I met this girl, I looked up to this person, man. This was the person, I thought. And I wanted to be just like her, because she was smart, and she was okay to cry, and she was okay to be honest about the way that she felt and what she wanted, and she knew who she was, and that's everything that I ever wanted to be. That's everything that I had ever been missing. And eventually we just switched spots, you know? I became too emotional. This is how I'm feeling, and I want us to fix it, and I want this to change, and this is upsetting me, and I want to know if you and I can think of a way to change this. I became too much like that, and she became much more okay, sad day, whatever, man, that's life. Anyways, just wanted to get that out there. All this shit is important as fuck. If you're a woman, you should be doing all this. You should be fucking not being stoic, man, but like keeping composure at all times and thinking before you do something stupid. And if you're a man, you should be empathetic to the people around you and nurturing and loving to the people who might not be in as sound of a situation as you. Everyone should always be like that. I grew up around people who were not like that, who treated me like absolute shit when I was some scrawny, fat little kid, and it gave me insecurity issues for years. Peace out.